It's Saturday. It's about 10:30 in the morning on October 18th, No King's Day. I'm watching coverage of protests going on all up and down the East Coast and Central Time Zone, where the bulk of the population in this country actually lives. There's no violence. There's no nothing like that. Haven't seen anything like that. But I was watching Ali Velshi a few minutes ago on MSNBC, and he rolled a clip, like a roll of elected Democrats or excuse me, elected Republicans and some people from Trump's cabinet and Press Secretary Carolyn Levitt saying that basically that everybody who's marching today is a domestic terrorist. They're all pro Hamas. They are incredibly violent. They're domestic extremists. Everybody who's out there marching today is getting paid, by George Soros or whoever. I've never been paid for any protest I've ever gone to. I don't know where that. I mean, is that a thing somewhere? Has that happened in the past? I've never been paid. I've never been offered to be paid to go to a single protest ever in my entire life. That's never happened. And, watching elected Republicans saying that, this is a hate America rally and it's all Antifa and Antifa. I haven't seen any Antifa out there in any of these protests either. Although I did see on a live stream, and don't do this, I did see on a live stream a guy was marching, with like a no Trump flag or something. And he had it on a flagpole, but the end of the flagpole, like this tall, was like a trident, like a sharpened metal trident. It's a weapon, and I'm like, oh yeah, don't do that. Don't take an obvious spottable weapon. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. So it's like they're lying to the entire country that these protests are going to be violent, that these protests are a cover for domestic terrorism, that everybody who's marching in these protests are domestic terrorists. They lied to every single law enforcement agency across the country, state and local, by saying the same things. These protests are cover for domestic violence, domestic terrorism. Um, it's like zero credibility. This administration now has literally zero credibility with people in this country, with law enforcement at the state and local level, with the media. Because I don't know why Trump and his people have been so terrified of today. It's great that everybody's turning out. I'm going to go and protest. Um, but then we're all going to go home at the end of the day, and nothing's going to change in the administration. Nothing's going to change. But if it rattles Trump, then it's worth it. If it makes Stephen Miller flee his home because of sidewalk chalk, then it's worth it. But so hopefully, I know there was some organizing that took place last time here in San Francisco, and there were some voter registration stuff that was going on. So that stuff's really important to take advantage of getting crowds together of this size to do some of those ancillary things as well. But yeah, literally nothing that this administration is saying about the left, nothing that they're saying about these protests, literally nothing that they're saying about these protest marchers is true. Absolutely none of that is true. The things that they're saying about these folks today. I don't know if it matters that they're still just a bunch of fucking liars, but who cares? Be safe today. Try to do some good work, and see you on the other side.